we break right through.
All right, today we're jumping into something really cool. A program that's all about turning summer into, well, an action-packed training ground for real-world skills. We're gonna unpack the story of the SETS Safe Camps.
Okay, let me ask you something. Have you ever been in a situation where you just felt a little unprepared? Maybe you're walking home late or you're just in a tricky spot and you kind of wish you knew exactly what to do. I think it's a feeling most of us can relate to.
So, check out this number, 15%. Just hanging there. It looks pretty serious, right? But what's the story behind it?
Well, that's the jump in violent incidents reported in Finnish schools over just the last 5 years. And honestly, it's a trend that's popping up in other places across Europe too. It's a pretty alarming stat, and it really shines a light on something important. Young people need more than just what they learn in a textbook. They need practical skills, real confidence to handle the challenges the world throws at them.
So, okay, that's the problem. But what about a solution? Well, this is where a totally new kind of adventure comes into the picture. Enter the Safe Camp. It's designed to tackle this exact issue head-on. First things first, what does SAFE even stand for? It's an acronym, and it's pretty cool. Summer Action and Functional Education. And this whole program is run by an organization called SETS. And yeah, you pronounce that SETS.
And their whole philosophy, their whole guiding principle, is this idea of borderless and experiential learning by design. So what does that mean? Basically, forget boring classroom lectures. This is all about learning by doing. Getting your hands dirty, It's about direct experience that just smashes the walls between different kinds of skills.
So how do they actually pull this off? It's this incredible blend of two things you might not think go together. On one hand, you've got parkour, that amazing art of moving through your environment, over, under, and through obstacles. And on the other, you have super practical self-defense, all drawn from Lii-Kan Jiu-Jitsu. And this combo, that's the secret sauce for these camps, which are designed for kids and teens from 10 to 18.
Okay, so that's the big idea. But what does a day at one of these camps actually feel like? Let's dive into the action and see what really goes down.
This is where it gets really fun. To make all this training stick, they wrap it up in these awesome pop culture themes that kids love. We're talking Boffer battles, Nerf wars, even scenarios based on Star Wars or Battlestar Galactica. It's just a genius way to get everyone completely engaged and fired up.
And it's not a one-size-fits-all thing either. It's kind of like a choose-your-own-adventure. You can start with a base camp. That's a 1 or 2 day local thing where you nail down the core skills. Feeling good? Then you can level up to a booster camp, which adds a cool trip to a special activity center. And if you want the whole shebang, the full experience, there are the boot camps, which are these intensive 3 to 5 day adventures.
And if you look at how they mix up the activities, you can see it's really well balanced. It's not just parkour and it's not just self-defense. Those are big parts for sure, but they're mixed in with scenario games, outdoor trips, and, this is super important, first responder skills. It's this complete package, this holistic approach to building real, practical confidence. Right, so you might be thinking this all sounds like a lot of fun. And you'd be right, it is. But here's the crucial part. Underneath all the games and adventures, there's a much deeper purpose. This is really about learning skills that stick with you for life. It's so much more than just a game.
And this is maybe the best way to understand what makes these camps different. Think about traditional sports for a second. A lot of the time, the focus is on winning, right? Competition, rules, but safe camps, they completely flip that script. The focus here is on stuff like practical skills, how to manage fear, building genuine confidence, and, really importantly, learning how to collaborate and work as a team. And listen, these skills don't just happen by accident. They're not just a lucky side effect. They are baked into the core of the program. They are intentionally taught, practiced, and developed. We're talking real, tangible stuff like conflict management, situational awareness, and that deep down self-confidence that's so hard to build.
If you had to boil it all down to one single idea, this quote from the program itself just nails it. The ultimate goal isn't about making pro athletes or expert fighters. It's to help young people learn about life and practice life skills for life. That's really powerful. Now, a program this unique, this different, doesn't just spring up out of thin air, right? It takes a real vision, a real mission, and usually a person driving it all. So let's talk about the mind behind this mission.
The man behind the curtain, so to speak, is Chris Spencer. He's the chief instructor and the chairman of Setz Baltry. And it's his decades of incredibly varied experience that really makes this whole thing click. And just look at this blend of expertise. It's wild. You just don't see this combination in one person very often. He's a certified parkour instructor, he's got a 3rd Dan black belt, but then you see he also has a master's degree in security and risk management, and he's a qualified teacher. It's that exact mix, sports, security, and education, that creates the unique DNA of these safe camps. It all makes sense when you see it laid out like this.
So when you put it all together, what's the big takeaway? I think it's this. Safe camps aren't just a fun thing to do over the summer. They're actually a new model for what they call functional education. It's a blueprint for preparing kids for the real, often unpredictable challenges of the world. And I want to leave you with this. It's a quote that just perfectly captures the spirit of these camps. Do you want to know who you are? Don't ask. Act. Action will define you. It's this powerful call to stop just thinking about it and start doing. Because in the end, our actions are what really define us, right? Something to think about.
By experience, we shine so